the materials submitted to us probably are not very useful because the format is differed between some of these materials. And secondly, the bar charts, which gave us an immediate way to evaluate differences, are not present. When will that be available?
I'm not sure what the initiative staff had planned on providing that to you. The department certainly could make available, if that's desired, that kind of a comparison.
Well, there's no way that any person short of the 3 people on the staff who followed all of these hearings and are experts and spend all of their time doing it could conceivably pick up and understand the various options presented and what the commission decided to go ahead with without something like that. I mean, I'm sorry, it's just not capable of being understood. And I believe that the differences, although not without significance, perhaps might not rise to the fundamental level, but it's worth knowing. And the starting point on any understanding is the general information, and then go from there to the disputes on particular areas. I think for the department's viewpoint and the commission's viewpoint, you'd want to do that to clarify the record.
Yeah, recognize that we spent a total of 24 hours over 2 meetings doing that very thing. It was very lengthy. The August 2nd meeting and August 15th meeting were both 12 hours long.
Right.
And we're still digesting exactly what all was done on the August 15th. What we did provide you is a summary of what they ended up doing. I can't speak for the commission with all its justifications or deliberations. There is a public record on the video if you really want to listen to their deliberations, discussions. I can summarize for you some of the changes, the key changes that at least we're very sensitive to.
If I could add just a bit of it. Thank you. Knowing how valuable these bar chart comparisons were, we've been asking when they could be available. It turns out they can't be prepared at the level of comparison of different SMCAs until the SAP does their evaluations of the proposed MPAs. And the last I asked, that had not yet been completed. Because the SAT is a set of volunteers that does this work when they do the work. And we didn't have that, and I inquired just a couple days before the meeting. So it wasn't available to present in the very valuable form it's been available in the past. As soon as it is available, we'll send it around to everybody, and we can post it on the web also. But unfortunately, it's not available today, and I think it is a consequence of this. The SAT has now been through multiple iterations of this, and my understanding is of a couple days ago they just simply have not yet finished those assessments.
The Los Angeles Times editorial board will not be happy with the commission action because there was not at least a minimum of 10% areas in reserve, right?
I have no idea what the LA board is thinking.
Well, the LA Times had a strong editorial on August 5, and they were pushing you around for not going to 10%. So presumably, if I read this correctly, the Commission's preferred package has reserves of 8.40%. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I read on the overall summary for Commission preferred package.
Mr. Chairman?
Ms. Goldie?
He's looking to see if that is correct, and I'm interested in that answer too. But I'm guessing what you're saying is the SAT has to review it in order for us to have the bar chart. That implies that no one else knows what the commission did vis-a-vis what our recommendation was, and that's what I'd like to know. And I find that hard to understand, but maybe it's not. I mean, I've sat here for a year and a half at least, and yes, I'm very interested in knowing the differences between commission action and what we recommended. To imply that we wouldn't be interested in that, it means I ought to go home now.